Good morning. Welcome to Planet Mojo. Today I am going to be brushwhacking up on the new land. The top lot is what we're calling it. So I'm here at the barn getting supplies, get some gasoline and the brushwhacking equipment. This part right here, oh, I forget what the heck they call it now. I had a hell of a time finding the thing online. But I finally did find it. It's almost worn out, which is to be expected. And I have a new one coming, as well as two more of these blades, which are pretty awesome. Well, actually, I don't know if it's the same. I believe it's the same blade. They're sharpened down in the gullet here, which is really nice. So if it hooks on something, it'll actually cut it instead of just sending a shock up the shaft there. This part is almost shot. This side's gone, and this is just barely holding on. But I do have the replacement waiting to replace it. All of this stuff, it's expected that this is going to wear out. This takes one hell of a beating. I'm not sure if this is picking up on camera or not, but, well, that certainly should. The guy with the dozer and the dump truck he's over working on what's going to be a new neighbor, working on their, well, I guess I don't know what he's working on today. I'm guessing it's still the road, building a road going into their lot. But it sounds like he's doing more than that. But we'll see that. I'll be working right next to him, so I'm going to go talk to him at some point, get the scoop on it. I also want to get rid of this tree here that's a dead green ash. You can see how it's resprouting from the trunk, the base of the trunk, and from the ground. The emerald ash borer kills the top of the tree, and then it resprouts at the base and up out of the ground. They just make nasty bushes, and green ash is not a real desirable tree to start with. But I want to get out this one and this one as well, these little trees, and possibly clear out this garbage. But the main focus is up there by the electrical box. We have the guys coming to mark the electrical line between this box and the next box up, and we're putting a row of trees just behind that next spring. So I need to get all that stuff marked this year and get it ready for the spring. I got all my stuff except for the replacement string head, I believe is in the shed, and I need my chainsaw as well. I thought that was in the barn here, but I believe it's in the shed, so I got to get that and then get up over there. Okay, if you didn't see the previous video from a couple days ago when I assessed this stuff, I got to get this area by the box clean, which is no easy task. It's just full of grapevines. I got to get rid of this tree, and I got to get rid of all that stuff over there. That's the main task. There's a bunch of other stuff along the edge, and then that part I talked to you about just a little while ago over by the barn. Pretty noisy here. He is digging a foundation there, so we're going to have new neighbors real quick. Most of the houses around here are what they call drop-ons. So they just pour a foundation and then drop a prefab house on top of it. So before winter, we're going to have neighbors. Damn it. But I'm going to get to work on this. Okay, I got all of this stuff done. What a job. Really thick stuff. But I believe it's a green ash that was cut, and then this is what they do. They sucker it. It looks like it's been cut several times by the utility company. A stump there, bigger stump here, another big stump here. So every time you cut it, it's just going to sucker again. So I'm going to get in here with some Tordon, T-O-R-D-O-N, and put it on all these cut ends, and that should kill it off for good. I'm going to do the same with, I have grapevines everywhere as well. I'm going to dab some on a few of those. That'll be an ongoing process. Here's the Tordon RTU ready to use. Then I need to hack out this, cut the tree down and put Tordon on that, and then hack the rest of this crap out. And I believe I got another tree down there, but that the whacker will get that with the blade on it. Then I have some busted trees. Yeah, they're digging some giant boulders out over here because they're right at that ledge that I talked about yesterday. They're cutting into it, and it's, you know, there's just giant rocks. I seen them with like a 6 foot by 6 foot by 3 foot thick boulder on his bucket. But I have some stumps over here, got to cut them flush with the ground, get some Tordon on that. Then I should be able to see the lay of the land, get any more little stumps that are sticking up, anything that can interfere with the zero turn, and that should do it. Then I think I'm done with this for the year. There's a lot that I can do along there, but oh, and then I have the stuff right at the corner that is obstructing the view from our kitchen window. That stuff I really want to get out today too. So I got a good deal of work. I better get at it. Well, that's that. This was a shit ton of work. I went through, I think, 4 tanks of gas on the trimmer and cut down a bunch of trees, and then cut down a bunch of stumps that were left by the brush hog. Now, because that chain, I borrowed that out and somebody dipped the chain into the ground, which dulls it up right away. So I used the same chain to cut all this stuff down to the ground. Now I got to change the chain, get that sharpened. I don't really sharpen them myself right now, just don't have time. But now we can get in here and cut with the 0 turn, I believe. I got to go through here and look for little stumps. But cut it with the 0 turn, throw some pasture grass seed on it, and she should be good to go. That's it for today. Make sure you subscribe and stop back soon.